Jordan Ironside here, and today I'm going to show you how to do multi-channel outputting using your VSTI soft synth in Sony's Acid Pro 7.0. This DAW is a very clean, very simple piece of software. It's got everything you need and nothing you don't, which makes it really good to use in my opinion. Okay, so we've got a session here with one MIDI file in it. It's a drum track that I prepared earlier, and by default Sony Acid applies the general MIDI sound set to it. So if we play that back, we hear that really wonderful general MIDI sound set that we all love. But what I love even more is Toontrack's EZDrummer, which is a great piece of drum sampling software. So I'm going to apply that to this MIDI file. To do that, we go up to DLS Soft Synth, go down to Insert Soft Synth, and that's going to bring up a list of all your VSTI soft synths that you have on your hard drive. So I'm going to go ahead and double click EZDrummer. This brings up the EZDrummer GUI, which is a very usable interface. Click each part of the kit and we hear real drum samples. So now that we've got that set up, I'm going to delete DLS Soft Synth because we don't need that anymore. So you'll notice that all these parts of this drum kit are being outputted to one stereo bus down here, which is fine until we want to say put an EQ or a compressor on just the kick drum. At the moment we can't do that without affecting the entire kit. So what we want to do is make it so that we have each part of this drum kit output it to its own channel strip down here in the Sony Acid mixer. To do this, we go into the EZDrummer mixer, we go down to output, and you'll notice that each channel strip says track 1. This means that every part of the kit is being outputted to this here, track 1. What we want to do is change that so that we have multiple outputs and everything has its own individual channel strip. So we're going to leave kick on track 1, I'm going to put snare to track 2, snare bottom to track 2 as well, hi-hat will make track 3. I like to put all the toms on the same track, so we'll make them all track 4. I also like to put overheads and hi-hats on the same output, so we're going to make that track 3 as well. And we're going to make the room track 5. So if we close that, now you'll notice the only thing we hear is kick drum, because kick drum is the only thing being routed to this channel 1 here. So now what we've got to do is put in the rest of the channel strips so that we can hear the rest of the kit. To do this, we right click this number 1 here, go up to Insert Remove EZDrummer Outputs, and we start inserting more channel strips. I'm going to need 5 of those. And now you'll notice we can hear the entire kit, and down here on the metering you'll notice that each part of the kit is coming up on its own channel strip. One thing I want to do now is just name each of these channel strips so that we know what is where. So there you go. Now we can have each part of this kit outputted to its own channel strip, which then allows us to solo and mute and apply any plugin we want. Say we want a compressor on the room. There we have our Waves C1 on the room. Some very extreme compression there, but this is only a demonstration. What I also like to do is create a bus so that we can output all of these parts of the drum kit to a drum bus. So to do that we go here, Insert Bus, and we'll notice that bus A has come up here. I'm just going to name that drum bus. And now what we're going to do is output each of these to this drum bus. So we go here to Master and change that to drum bus on every part of the kit. So now we have not only each part of this drum kit being routed to its own channel strip, but then routed back through a drum bus. which enables us to manipulate these samples much more than we could have if we just left it as a stereo output. So multi-channel outputting is a very, very handy thing if you want to really get in there and fine-tune your samples. Thanks for watching. Until next time, farewell.